Top Notch family, what is going on? So, in today's video, we do got some interesting stuff coming out. You could say NBA rumors. Jusuf Nurkic started this, so you guys are definitely gonna want to stick around to hear this. It's talking about a possible trade, possible star heading to Orlando. So, if you guys enjoy this type of content, keep liking, keep sharing, keep subscribing. I appreciate y'all so much, and let's get back in today's video. So, he pretty much says Jusuf Nurkic says Orlando needs one more piece. He says, I think they're a really good young team and they're doing a really good job. They have a really good coaching staff, but I think they're missing one player. I can't name it, but that's my little fellow from Portland. Now, we all know Jusuf Nurkic played for the Portland Trailblazers. And when he says his little fellow from Portland, let's look at the roster. It's clearly ANFERNEE Simons, right? He is a solid player in this league, and I'm gonna bring up his stats and his contracts, and I'm gonna break it down. Why I don't think he's the missing piece. But this year's averaging about 19 points a game, shooting 42.6% from the field, 37% for the three-point line, and 5 assists. Right, played 51 games so far. His career average is about 15 points a game. Then last year he had a really good year, averaged about 22 points a game. Now, for the Orlando Magic, when you look at their roster, which I'm gonna show on the screen right here, right? I'm interested to see why he thinks that, right? Because they got Cole Anthony, right? They got Anthony Black. They got Jalen Suggs, which you can consider him a 2, of course, right? So they got a lot of guards on this team. Now, if they add Simons could play the 1 or the 2. They ran it before with Markelle Fultz when he was on the roster. I just feel like if you add Simons, you're going to take away from your rookie. Well, not your rookie, but your second-year player, I believe, in Anthony Black. Unless you let go of Cole Anthony, which he's been having an up and down season, right? They just have so much guards. I just don't see why this would be that missing piece. You understand what I'm saying? But I could be totally wrong, right? And another thing too is on the Portland side, the Portland Trailblazers are weird, right? Like they're a tanking team. They're not the greatest team, but lately they've been playing amazing basketball. I mean, they lost the last 3, but before that, it seemed like they were 9-1 in their last 10 games, which is incredible, right? They moved up in the seeding a lot. They're 23-32. They're a good young team. I think Portland needs to trade away players like Simons. I think Portland needs to trade away players like Robert Williams and Grant, and just rely on their young guys like Scoot, Klingon, Shaden Sharp, like players like that. I do think they need to move off Simons. I'm not saying Simons is a bad player at all because I think he's solid. I just don't think he's their missing piece. We can also look at the contract, what he's dealing with. So, I mean, he makes $25 million this year, and the next year he's only making about 27. So he's going to be expiring deal next season. Do the Magic want to take a risk on that? Does he sign back with this Orlando Magic team? I mean, you could go out there with Simon, Suggs, Franz, Paolo, Wendell Carter Jr. I mean, that's a solid team. I'm not going to lie. Can that team compete in the Eastern Conference with the Cavaliers and obviously the Boston Celtics and the Knicks? We'll see what happens. It'd be interesting to see, like, what do they give up, right? Because, like, we looked at this roster. Are they going to give up a Cole Anthony? Are they going to give up an Anthony Black? Like, what's his trade value? You know what I mean? That's my big question on that. Like, okay, do we give up a Tristan de Silva? Like, do you give up a player, or do you just give up expiring contracts just to get him on the team? You know what I mean? So you can easily replace a KCP. I mean, I understand you signed him to a contract, but he's getting a little bit older, 31 years old. And I think Simons is obviously a better player. But let me know what you guys think about this, man. Obviously, this is the big discussion that has been talked about. This has to be an offseason move. The Magic have not been playing their best basketball, and that's because you missed Paulo Banchero majority of the season. He's back. You missed Franz. Mo Wagner is out for the season. So injuries did play a factor, but I do think they're a very good young team, and I think they could compete in the Eastern Conference. Right now, probably not, but I think they probably need other uses than adding Simons. But hope you guys enjoy once again. I love you guys, and I'm out.